If you can get it here in about 4 seconds, that means there'll be an 8-second differential. You can play good defense and get the ball back. A 2 would tie and a 3 could win. That's why he took the timeout to try to diagram this play.
Snow will throw in. Bell shoots the 3. And deflected out of bounds. Iverson thought he was fouled. Last touched by the Lakers with 29 seconds left in regulation.
The confidence of Raja Bell to shoot that 3. Man.
Remember, though, he's thinking back in game 1, he passed up on a shot, and he regretted it. And Larry Brown said he should have taken it. It was an outside shot. Here's Iverson. Not able to hit, but a foul is called on Lou. And it's a 3-point attempt, so Allen Iverson to the line to shoot 3.
Now what happens, look at, there's a 3.6 differential. If he makes all 3 of these, it's a 1-point game. And if you're Larry Brown, you have to decide, do you want to take the risk of being able to stop them, or do you take a foul? If you do even 2 free throws, you're down only 3. So that's a huge foul if you can make all 3 of these free throws. I think that was Iverson's 30th shot of the game, too. Will that be prophetic?
34 points for Iverson, who is now 9 for 12 at the line. It's a 1-point game. Iverson hits all 3 off the foul by Lou on the attempted 3-pointer. 27 and 6/10 seconds to go in this 4th quarter, and here's the pressure on Bryant. Horry gets it up court, and a foul. So Horry will go to the line.
That's a good foul right there. You get the ball out of Kobe's hands. Now you force Robert Horry to go to the free throw line. Got to make them both. If he does, you're still down only 3. If he splits them, you're down 2. And if he misses them both, you've got the ball with a chance to win. You haven't led since 27 to 25. Imagine if the Sixers steal this game. The last time they led Mark was at the 1-minute mark of the 2nd quarter.
Dikembe Mutombo has checked back in. Horry, a 71% free throw shooter during the regular season, and receiving the treatment from the crowd. He is a very cool player under pressure.
Yes, he is. I remember the big 3, and now this would be a huge 5 points. Remember now, Shaquille O'Neal is fouled out, so if the Sixers can get this in overtime, you would have to think it would be their advantage.
Lakers up by 2. Both teams have 1 timeout remaining. Horry calmly hits both, and Larry Brown using his final timeout. So Robert Horry with 10 of his 13 points here in the 4th. Lakers with a 3-point lead. We'll be right back.
Well, this play looked like maybe it was going to be an innocent play, maybe not mean much when it happened back in the 1st quarter. Shot clock looked like the violation as the ball is still in Shaq's hand. 0-0 on the clock. He did score. Now we have a 3-point game. That hoop could loom large as the 76ers will come out on the floor. There's 21 seconds to go, Marv. I still don't think you have to shoot a 3 here. I think you can drive to the basket. You get a quick 2. If you score, you can foul. You extend the game. If you take a 3 and miss it and they rebound it, chances are you're going to lose the basketball game. So don't take a 3 unless it absolutely just presents itself and it's a great look.
See the 3-point shooting by the Sixers. They're just 6 of 18 from the field overall here in the 4th. Allen Iverson has been the man, as you'd expect, with 14 of his 35 here in the 4th quarter. Both teams are over the foul limit. Iverson, played by Lou, taking it to the bucket. The tip knocked away, inadvertently by Jones, and now foul.
That was a great defensive play by Kobe Bryant. He's the one that came over and changed that shot. He's a 2nd-team all-league defender. Last year, the youngest player ever to make the all-defensive team. We talk about his offense. This could be a game-saving play. Now, watch the penetration. There's no Shaq, but watch Kobe come over and change this shot. Makes it a difficult shot. Now, Iverson gets knocked down after the play. And watch Kobe. Just keep your eye on Kobe. He's not worried about Raja Bell. He comes over, Robert Horry comes over, and who ends up with the rebound? That cool customer, Robert Horry, who's hit 5 big points here in the 4th period. Can he seal the deal here with 2 free throws?
Foul on Snow. And Robert Horry, as we mentioned, a 71% free throw shooter during the regular season, has that stroke going. And the Lakers now 21 of 24 at the line. 14 points for Horry. The Lakers open up a 4-point lead. The Sixers have used all their timeouts. They have to play it out with 9 5/10 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So Horry hits on both 96, 91. Iverson racing down. Iverson kicks it out. Snow for 3. And that will wrap it. The Los Angeles Lakers able to come away with a victory here in Game 3, despite the fact they lost both Shaquille O'Neal and Derek Fisher on fouls, and they take a 2-1 lead in this best-of-7 NBA Final Series.
Well, I think Iverson ended up with 29 shots. So in the 2 losses, 29 shots. In the game they won, he got 41. When he gets up 30 shots, they're 8-2. But they fought to the finish, and it was the Robert Horry show late in the game.
So there's the final as Iverson departs, heads back to the locker room with 35 points. Let's go over to Jim Gray. Jim?
All right, thank you very much, Marv. Robert Horry, you came to life there in the 4th quarter. 12 of the 15 points. Robert, can you tell us what happened on that big 3-pointer and how you had the guts to take it?
Well, you know, I've been taking in the finals for 3 years now, so the ball came to the corner. I had my rhythm, so I just took the shot.
What has made you such a big game player over the years, because this seems to be happening throughout your career?
It's just one of the things, knowing the situation of the game, being patient, doing what you need to do in a ball game. You know, it's an important time. You need to make the shots.
What was the feeling when Shaq went out with his 6th foul?
You know, it's one of those feelings where, hey, we've been doing it, you know, the time we had for the All-Star break when he was out, we said we know how to do it without him, so we went at it, and we did it, and we accomplished what we wanted to accomplish.
Robert, congratulations.
Thank you.
Kobe, you struggled a bit in the 2nd half, 3 for 16, but you made a big shot down the stretch.
Yeah, well, you know, that's what teammates are for, man. They really stepped up, and Robert came in and did an excellent job. He hit a humongous shot for us, and you know, we were able to come out here with a win.
You were 10 of 16 in the 1st half. How did you have the confidence? Because when Shaq went out, you told your teammates, I want the ball, and then you made that big basket.
Well, you know, my legs got so tired, and you know, I just pretty much started coasting a little bit and let my teammates carry the burden. And you know, when it came down for a pressure situation, I was trying to save my legs for that moment, and it worked out well.
And then you saved your legs. Tell us about the big defensive stop that you had on Iverson right down there at the end when he drove to the basket.
Well, you know, I saw him coming, so, you know, usually that's his specialty. He likes to get in the lane and shoot those little floaters, and, you know, I had a little help from long arm Rob behind me.
You said this was a must-win, so you got it.
We got it.
All right, we'll see you next game.
All right.
Wednesday night. Back over to you, Marv.
All right, thanks, Jim. Kobe goes all 48 minutes, 13 of 30 from the field, 32 points. How about Robert Horry? Remember, a member of 2 championship teams with the Houston Rockets, and coming up very strong down the stretch. So the Lakers take a 2-1 lead in this best-of-7 NBA Final Series. The finals continue here on NBC Wednesday night, 9 o'clock Eastern, with Game 4. And at halftime, a special live performance by the Grammy Award-winning Destiny's Child. Coming up next, except on the West Coast, it's Weakest Link. For those of you who would like to continue with coverage from the finals, a post-game special on CNBC will immediately follow these upcoming messages. For Doug Collins, Jim Gray, Lewis Johnson, I'm Marv Albert. Thanks for tuning in. You've been watching the NBA Finals on NBC.